Morning everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So trend is still up. We should still be looking for longs. We've had a pretty decent breakout now, and our measured move is still very much in play. So there was our breakout. So we had a strong rally sideways for a couple of days, and then another strong rally. So this is my ultimate target. So basically buying the dips and getting in on the trade. Okay, so that's pretty much what the setup is at the moment. So we're looking for 29,683 right now. Okay, moving down to the lower time frames. Nothing really changed. Trend is up. Oscillators are looking a bit tired, and recently with the Dow Jones, when the 3 hour and the 4 hour starts getting tired like this, it typically has a bit of a pullback. Okay, not massive, but it does have a bit of a pullback. I don't know. It might materialize. It might just be 1 or 2 bar pullback down to this Brooks gap here, 29,230. But the trend is up, so you're looking for longs. You shouldn't be worried about looking for shorts. Any pullback is an opportunity for you to either add to your position or get your new position in and then work out your measured move and take the profit at the measured move. So for me yesterday, there was a measured move here. Okay, it was a bit of a messy one, but I'll show you now. You can see here was my low, then to there, because what happened here is you had a bit of a triangle form. Okay, in an upward trend. So this was your measured move here, and you can see how that played out perfectly. Okay, so and there were smaller measured moves as well on different time frames, but I think the point of the matter is trend is up. When you see structure forming, you're anticipating a move to the upside, so you get in on that move based on that. So what are we looking at for today? I think typical early morning price action at the moment. Don't see us breaking through this just yet. We're going to need some catalyst to drive us up. So yesterday we had catalysts of more information on the trade decision or the trade resolution, and we also had some fairly good results come out. So there are a few more results today. I don't think as much that's significant today. Let me just check quickly. Now there are a couple more banks and a few big organizers, but nothing really sizable. I think next week is a big week where we've got some really big results coming out. But anyway, so what we could be seeing here in pre-market is a flat top triangle, very possible. And either way, I am looking for longs. So even if it's jumping in at the top here with a smaller position, if it does pull back, add to my position later, or wait for the pullback. But I think the correct decision would be to wait for a pullback. That pullback could just mean we turn into a range. Okay, so it could be a very shallow pullback, which is also good because that gives me a stop of 400 points. Okay, so, sorry, not 400 points, 40 points. So at this stage, I'm looking for longs. There's no two ways about it. I'd like to see a pullback. I'd love to see a deeper pullback, but I somehow don't think that'll happen. It may materialize, may come back to 29,230, and that would be an ideal entry for a long. Okay, but I think advice is wait for the European Open, wait for the structure, and I keep saying it like I'm a stuck record, but you can see here into the European Open. Where was the European Open? Probably is in here. 8:30, 9:10. Yeah, so that was well into the European Open. But you can see this section here, from this fractal to there, was the European Open. Now, if you just trade the fractal breaks So provided you're above the moving average and you trade the fractal break. So there was your first fractal break, then it formed a lower fractal. You could just move your entry to there. There was your next fractal. So that's what you're looking for, either a break below here or a break above this fractal, and you got it with this bar. That was your entry, and it pretty much was a bit messy in the beginning, but it got going to where it is now. Okay, so that's what you're looking for today again. So you're looking for the European Open. Watch what happens with price action. You stay above the moving averages, get your fractals in, watch your fractals, and we're on the 12-minute with our fractals. As soon as the fractal breaks, there it is. There's a close above it. That's your trigger. Stop is below here. Get in and let it run. When you see big bars like this, it's always some kind of an exhaustion bar. Very rarely does it keep tracking. So you can be patient, expect it to come back. Don't sit there and cry because you're losing money. It will come back. It'll start forming structure. There's a structure. It gives you another opportunity to get in and move your stop higher. Okay. So anyway, let's just get to the Ichimoku quickly. And we'll take it from the 12. And I think, Ichimoku is going to point out trend is up. Okay. We just go back to yesterday. We had a bearish cross, then we had a bullish cross just before the European Open. Then we had a bounce off Kijinson, and then we had the acceleration away. And you can see how we stayed above the cloud all the time. Trend is up. No need to panic. Either keep adding to your position on pullbacks or take profit at your target areas and buy back in the area, or you just leave it, let it run. Okay. The half hour trend is up the whole day yesterday, still up. We are going a bit sideways, that's a bit expected, but look what's happening with the oscillators here. They're starting to drift down, which is indicating that we are starting to we're getting away from the overbought areas. So it may start offering a bit of value to people as well shortly. And 4 hour trend is up. One concern that I do have with this last bar is you can see small bar, small bar, small bar, small bar, then all of a sudden this big bar. So that's an exhaustion bar. And it was for the measured moves I showed you earlier. But still, I think we have, we've still got this bigger measured moves happen, but that is a exhaustion bar. Okay. So that would just give me a little bit of worry that I need to wait for a deeper pullback. But being earnings season, that may not happen, so don't read too much into that. Trade what you see, rather. The daily trend is up. We are flat on Kijinson, so that does indicate a little bit of range, but I think that's the range we were in here. For me, a retest of that range would be ideal. So a retest of 29,100 area would be perfect. But ultimately, I mean, we're 1,100 points away from what would trigger a short for me at the moment. Okay, so everything for me is long. And the trick for me at the moment is to wait for European Open and then just watch what happens. I think it's going to be worthwhile getting in the European Open for another move to the upside. I think what we're looking for is a fairly strong close on the weekly. So second week of the year, second week of the month, looking for a fairly strong close. That's it for me. There's nothing really else to add to this except you're looking for longs. You are looking for a deeper pullback, which would be nice, or structure. There is structure forming, and then you want to break the structure for your entry and your stop loss below the structure. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. There it is there. I'm just going to delete that diagonal and move that to the bottom of that pin bar. So there's my structure at the moment. I'm looking for a break of this. Not now. It has to be during the European session, and preferably as Europe opens, not in the pre-market Europe. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Long it is. I hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.